It's a glorious morning with a temperature of 57 degrees and a bright wind. It's been a morning for deliveries. We've had the Postal Service guy and the UPS truck here this morning.
And it ain't even 11 o'clock yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Postal guy came at
10:58.
The Postal guy came at 9. We might have still been snoozing when the driveway alert went off. But yeah. So we've got our LED tubes.
Yes.
That was the Postal guy.
Yes.
And then what just came?
I don't know if I want to show it. My hat rack.
But what else is in the big box?
Oh, that. it's not for me. So I mean, you know.
Well, it was all your idea.
Yeah, I got it. I got a new air conditioner. Let me spin it around. It allows the window to close all but about 2 inches. And
yeah, it's kind of got a slot in the whole center of the unit.
Yeah.
Never seen a design like this before.
Yes, this is a new pretty innovative. It uses an inverter.
It works with Alexa.
And it works with Alexa, that's right.
So this is going in Johnny's window in place of the one that you guys may have seen when we come to and from the house.
Right. Johnny has so much equipment in that room. When he closes that door, it's great in the wintertime. It's nice and it's
toasty.
It's snuggly in there. But in the summertime, it gets very warm. In fact, I used to use that same room for my home office. And when I was working, I put the window air conditioner in there for the same reason. It just got too hot in that room to work. It couldn't be comfortable, so I put the room air conditioner in. So I had that, and so that one I have is long story, is kind of old. We're talking 2008, 2009, so it goes back quite a while. This one is supposed to use inverter technology. It's like super efficient. I wasn't really hung up, but what I liked about it is the window closes except for like 2 inches. And basically, we now leave that air conditioner in that window year round.
Right.
It's I used to take it out, but that just didn't work well.
Well, what happened the last time, my remembrance, is that the little bit of inefficiency, losing hot air out the window, actually helps that room in the wintertime stay. I mean, toasty is good, but sweating is bad. Right. So just a little bit of the leak around the window was enough in the wintertime to keep that room at a better temperature for when the door is shut. So. Right. Yeah, we took it out 1 year, 2 weeks later, Don was putting it back in, and ever since then it hasn't moved. It's been a good little air conditioner, but...
I agree. And so anyway, well, this one works with Alexa. It was a GoFundMe. They wanted like $100,000 or $200,000. They raised like $2 million, so it was extremely successful. And they promised it, I would get it in May.
It's May 1st.
May 1st, and they also said that they sent me an email that says, you know, we're really shipping them, and we'll ship. We're going to ship the May orders by the end of April, and they did it. And so I never got a notice that says your one is on the way, but I did get a notice that says, hey, we plan to ship everybody, including anybody who ordered one for a May delivery in April. And I got that email, and here enough, it showed up today.
Well, Johnny's been asking about it and excited about it, so way cool.
Well, it's also way heavier than it looks. Me and the UPS guy carried it over here. So this thing, I don't know what's in it, but it's not a lightweight.
It's heavier than the one in the window now.
I would say it's heavier. It's only this is only an 8,000. They go all the way up to like 12,000 BTU. But the one in there is 8,000 also.
Okay. Hey, just when you thought you were getting caught up on your projects.
I don't know that I ever said that. She said, "Oh, we're getting low on projects." I said, "Oh, don't worry, I have a bunch more projects in mine." And she said, "Well, what are they?" I said, "That's all right. I'll tell you when you need to know."
Don's such a good boy. He's got the instructions out so he can take that in the house and read it. I think it's good you opened it up because all that styrofoam is off-gassing. Woo!
Yes, it's interesting. Of course, they said everything you need, and so they give you the metal brackets and the little sticky things and the foam that goes. I said it's like 2 inches.
Yep.
That on each side, the 2 inches that the window won't close. They give you that really dense foam that's like permanent. So yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. This thing is somebody was thinking, you know, it's like a lot of the modern stuff now. They spend a little time with the packaging.
On the packaging, yep.
You know,
There
so
it is.
there's what it looks like.
And you can sort of see the slot between the front and the back.
The window goes through
There.
the slot.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Way cool. I like it. It's all nice bright white.
Yeah, it is really bright white.
Well, that matches the trim in there. I mean, we painted everything bright white, so that's good. So this is, Don seriously did get a hat holder, and it's really for the Model Y, although he might test it out in Ruby. We'll see. He needs a better place for a straw hat than it always being in the front and in the way of groceries and stuff, so he thought he'd give this a try. So Don's put it in the GMC for now.
Yeah, just for testing purposes, so
Wow.
that's what it does. And then you just grab your hat.
There's a couple of suction cups, a
cups.
round metal circle with a spring, a hinge.
Yeah, and the suction cups, you could take them off and you could stick it, if you've got like these kinds of things, you could stick it into the gap, that thing anyway. So, but that's what its job is to hold your hat.
Well, you gotta have your straw hat. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a big seller in Texas.
Yeah, well, you know, my hats aren't expensive.
Right.
But there's never a good place. I always, you know, back in a single guy, just threw it on the passenger seat. But you know, now I got a pretty girl in the passenger seat, so I can't just throw it there.
I've shown this before, but it's the first of the month, and Don's been around reading all of his quote-unquote meters. This one is for the heat pump. He says the air conditioner, you know, the motor has 2 speeds, so it's 2 stages, and then if you include the heat strips in the wintertime when the heat is on, there's 3 stages. But he's keeping his spreadsheet up to date, even though I don't think we're quite as concerned or interested as we were when it was newly installed. All right, it's time to do the final bag 6, which is the roof. And of course I have help again. Hi, nighttime. She's hungry, but I fed her. I fed her already. She just must not have liked what I provided. You know, cats. All right, I've got the Flintstones kit done. It is finito. There's a couple of cute little milk bottles here by the front door. There's an actual letter in the mailbox. The roof comes on and off really easily. Thank you for the help, nighttime, but not right now. So, you know, if a kid actually played with this thing, you can get the roof out of the way while you're playing with the inside. There we go. See, it does go on pretty easy. And, you know, of course, you can spin it around and this back still comes open. We did add some more decorative flowers, lily pads, prehistoric plants to the front area here. I'm happy with how it came out. It was fun. So Ruby put on 2020.12.11.1. She was previously on 2020.12.10. And I figured this is just the bug fixes release because it's another dot release. And it just says the same thing, the release notes that it said the last time. It'll show us out of order supercharger stalls. Well, Don and I are out in Ruby together. and we are headed down to Lillington because we need to do a little bit of business down there. And the sky is just gorgeous. The temperature is gorgeous. It is almost perfect outside today. I love those big white puffy clouds.
There's usually only one, sometimes two, but that was a little rinky-dink. Oh, that building was built in 1961 by it said John F. Kennedy as president. Yeah. Was president.
Wow.
And it had a plaque, and it had Edward Daley was, you know, Chicago.
Look who's here. And he has brought us a Bolt to drive around a little bit this weekend. How exciting!
Tell us about
So
the Bolt.
both of these are press cars.
Yeah.
And this is a Volvo V60 plug-in hybrid with a lot of, what's the right word, Kyle?
Bling, bling.
Got extra add-ons, options. It's fully loaded. It's very loaded.
Yeah, Kyle said it was turbocharged and supercharged, and it's a hybrid.
It's pretty
So-
cool.
It's got a few things going for it. Well, going on in it.
They are, like I said, both press vehicles, and this is a 2020 Bolt. So we chatted. Really good to see those guys. Really thrilled about the opportunity to get to drive the Bolt around. I think tomorrow Don and I will be going out near Jordan Lake. Kyle is extremely excited about having the V60 to drive around. And you know, we tried to social distance. It gets harder over time. No hugging today. I'm a hugger, but no hugging today. Don and I are gonna run the chipper shredder a little bit. We get as far as we get. We've got this one really nice day, and Don's basically doing this as a, you know, favor to me because I just really wanted to move some of this pile away. I'm gonna time lapse us. He's getting out the equipment. I'm mostly gonna be getting piles ready for him to run through. I've made really good progress up here. Donnie's made really good progress down below. I just got that little bit right there to finish up. Drag it back a little farther and we'll be good. I used the chainsaw a lot. It wore me out. All the things that were too big or too dead to put through the shredder are there. So there is a little pile, but look at the difference. Big difference, huh? I'm happier for sure. All right, we're about calling it quits. Much improvement. What's left is really into smaller pieces. We can go out and stomp on that, make it smaller. No accidents today, although I don't think I drank enough water. I am very parched. Thank you, Donnie, for making the view out my kitchen window better. Much happier girl. We did it, Donnie!
That's right, done.
Done!
Fini!
Just saying, that was pretty hard work.
Well,
Unless another tree comes down, I don't think I'll be asking to chip or shred and chainsaw again anytime soon.
yeah,
So you're safe, Donnie, you're safe.
yeah. It's about as hard as work as digging holes for plants.
Gonna make you ice cream?
Yes, right. I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
You're the best,
I
sweetie.
promised him ice cream.
Yeah.
No, you're the best, Donnie. Thanks you for working hard for your girl. One last view before I go in the house for good. I have started getting dinner ready. You know, important stuff like what I'm going to feed Don, who's now hungry. I'm hungry too. Don put Ruby back in the garage and he's putting the bolt under the carport. We've got a little drizzle. Who knew? So what kind of charge does it have right now?
No idea.
Okay, you just plugging it in.
No, 60 miles. I don't know what the
State of charge is? Okay.
The guesstimator I think says 160 miles.
Okay.
Of course this cord is upside down. I'll put that where it doesn't fall and hurt the car.
You got a green light up here in the front.
Yeah, it's green light on the charger thing here.
I think it's charging.
Yeah, well,
Not that we were worried.
Right, Kyle said something about yeah, I don't know why this thing, the GFCI, is upside down, but it is. You know, it's that anal thing again. I guess me and whoever the people who do code, we're different. The code people like it to be upside down, and I like it to be the other way.
When you're a good boy and you run the chipper shredder, you get
Ribs.
St. Louis pork ribs and ice cream for dinner
That's right.
and dessert. Johnny asked for family movie night, and what else would the Billers watch on movie night but The Martian? See, Donnie, all that chipper shredder
That's
work
right.
was worth it.
That's right.